Hi everybody, I'm Carol with Free Spirit Arts. Hi. Old business, let's show you what happened to this old style flip cover. So this is exactly what I was after. Of course, a few changes. I would put the holes here next time. This was just a prototype because I'm considering using this style of cover for a cookbook that I'm going to make. In my mind right now, it seems ideal because you can just undo these and put new pages in. You could take pages out. There would really be no limit to how thick you could make it. And it wouldn't be a gator mouth, really. So I like it. I like this style. I did add these flowers to the back and kind of mimicked that same cluster that I did on the front. Looks like I missed the glue on that. Like I said, this is just my prototype. This would be a great idea to use for an idea book. You know, if you're looking for some way to keep track of all the new ideas you're doing. Yeah, this would be great because if you did it on something like a separate piece of paper, you could just undo this, slip it in there, punch 2 holes in it, and be done. See, it doesn't go through all the way to the second one. But I like it. Things I would change. I don't know that I would collage. Well, I may collage the cover, but it cracked right here. So I had to put some washi tape there, which isn't really holding either. So may have to take that off. And what I was thinking of is on the cookbook, I might leave myself 1/4 of an inch and put some muslin in there so it would never wear out. Because this would get a lot of work, you know. This would get a lot of back and forth. I don't know. And you could lay it flat, I'm sure. If it was muslin, you could just flip it right over, especially if these were flat. You know, if you used metal prongs, like you see in an old style ledger book. Yeah, lots of direction. This is a good idea. This was wanted for the books. This was a good idea that Carol had. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and right now, I'm going to count on this being the cover for my new cookbook. And I think I've picked fabric. I think it's going to be a red. Let me show you. I'll just show you. Since you came all this way to my house to see me, I'll just show you. I picked these up at Joann's. I don't even remember. Yeah, that's my dog's. This is what I was thinking. Yeah, kind of makes my eyes busy. And actually, I think what I'll do is keep all of these out because, oh, my husband's got company. That's what's going on. Oh, I ordered semi-ordered. The door guy is finding me. I'm going to take out that solid door that I've showed you guys and put in a solid clear view door. It's going to have panes in it. 10, I think they said. Something like that. Anyway, that'll be so fun because then I can see when my husband's at the door going, "Are you videoing?" Instead of just opening the door. Yeah, I think this would be cute too for a cover. So, you know, I might do something like cut this for flips or use things like this on the corners of the book, or I don't know. I'm going to keep this out. But these were, yeah, these were on sale, wow, a while ago at Joann's. A lot of times they have these little bundle, are they called quarter? What are they called? Fabric bundle, 18 by 21s. Yeah, a lot of times they will have them 60%, you know. And this just, I had a cookbook in mind, and then I think I'll find some digis of some roosters. I thought I'd go back, Angela, and look at the book that you made. I really liked a lot of those papers that you used in that. So, yeah, that's kind of in my brain. Hey, I don't know if y'all, every time I come in my craft room lately, my eyes swell up, my nose runs, I have all kinds of allergy symptoms. So I went through my craft room this morning, and so far now I've been in here 15 minutes and I feel okay. But I found I have this, I usually have this full of tea with a little lavender essential oil in it. I do put a couple drops of alcohol in it, but I've had this in here for a long time. I haven't used it for a very long time. So I emptied it. I didn't smell any mold. I'm highly sensitive to mold. I didn't smell any, but you know, this stuff really can get moldy. But I had all those flowers in here that I was drying from a funeral several weeks ago. I promised the daughter of the woman who passed that I would dry some flowers for her from the service, and I went through all of my smashed books and got them all out, and some of the paper towels had mold on them, and some of the fabric. So I took it downstairs, the fabric, and bleached it all out. Also, you know, when you buy books at thrift stores, they, you know, who knows, they could have mold spores. So anyway, if you guys have allergies, that's just something to think about. Go through your room every once in a while. We'll see if it actually plays out. All right, today's Monday, and I'm going to call this Must Get Rid of Monday, because this is not my norm. I usually don't let things go this far because it drives me crazy. But these are really good scraps. only to you guys would you understand. These are really good scraps. Yeah, so I thought maybe I could make some clusters, and was thinking about using this if it's not going to pop apart. Let me see if it is. This is junk mail. This is 3 pieces of junk mail that I collaged on, and looks like I gessoed with white gesso. Do I want to do that, or do I want to collage on something else? I was thinking about doing those clusters where I don't think I could tear this. No, I don't think that's going to be a candidate. So I'm going to come over here to my pile. Here's 2 more collage boards. See, this is just silly. This is silliness. I need to use these instead of just making them. I need to use them. Seems like I do, but And it just piles up, piles up. Let's see here. There's some more collaging. Oh, I did this with glue stick. You can tell because it just pops right off. Yeah. Not impressed at all. And, you know, I saw in somebody, who was it? Somebody, the Frugal Crafter, maybe? Don't buy a glue stick in bulk. It dries out. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to my old glue stick. I've been using this new glue stick. It seems to work maybe a little better, but I try to always double check because I don't trust it. Let's cut these up. Let's make some tags. How's that for making a decision? Okay, so let's look at this. How big is this? It is, I fixed my camera again. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could do 4.5. These would be big tags. Or I could do 4. Let's do 4. So let's do this in a half. There's no rhyme or reason. I didn't actually just do math that fast in my brain. I just figured this is 9.5, so they'd be relatively close to 4 inches long. So they'd kind of be 3 by 4s, basically. But, you know, those aren't exact measurements. Okay, there's 1, and that's 8. Why did I measure 9? Oh, because it goes from here, right? What is that for? Does anybody know what that's for? Is that so you can cut through this other side? I don't understand. Somebody from Fiskars, what's this for right here? Okay, so that is 9, so let's go 4.5. That was my ADD kicking in. Okay. Let's go 4.5 on this. As they should be the same size. Today's Monday. Monday, oh my gads. That is like way, way off. Wow, how did that even get put into a thing? That's okay. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5-ish. So let's go 4.5. I think I need to clean this trough. Yeah, I was watching the Frugal Crafter this morning. I think that's who it was. Oh my land, that girl, she's got some energy now. Sometimes I'm like that. I'm like, oh, let's do this and do that. No, let's wait. Oh, change our minds. Today's not one of those days. I went and watched Christine's Creations. Great channel, great channel. I stumbled across, because I love horses and I watch a lot of horse videos, and I've been watching, following the progress basically of some people who are advocating against the big lick horses being sored and having chains and all those kinds of things. Anyway, so I've been keeping tabs on the progress of that, and I guess that's why this other channel came up on my feed. And it is, sometimes you need a big tag. I'm not gonna, it's got a light, that has a nice writing space. But maybe I need to straighten it, do I? Well, it's crooked somewhere, but I'm not, oh, maybe this is where it's crooked. Yeah. Anyway, this other channel came up, and I watched it this morning. It's actually depressing. Apparently there's a channel where people attempt to ride small baby animals or sheep or goats in pens or whatever, and this one girl actually punches a baby calf right in the mouth, and I mean, it's just, the whole channel is based on doing abusive things to these baby animals, thinking it's funny. Heavy people riding small horses, miniatures, and yeah, well, I wished I wouldn't have watched it. Because now my mood just went bleh. Sorry, I just shared it with you. Now your mood's going to go bleh. So let's move on because it's depressing. Okay, let me see what I've got for ink or for glue. When was the last time I used this? So I watched Rachel, I think it was Rachel, making stamping labels. Stamping them, and then she's stamping them on book page, and oh, they were so adorable. So adorable. Yeah, I am really starting to get the feel of retirement, guys. I highly recommend it. Wow. This is basically just laying on top of each other. It's not really even glued down. You know, it had to have been a glue stick because wet glue just doesn't, I mean, it takes a long time for wet glue to dry out like this. So I don't consider these done, you know. I'll take my scraps over in this big bin right here and have a play. I haven't seen any more challenges or anything like that. Are there any new ones out there? I don't think I would take a summertime challenge on. I've got way too many other things I want to do, and I don't want to feel like I'm behind, you know. But isn't that the beauty of YouTube? You can just go at your own pace. Robin, I'm so glad that your foot is all better. Well, mostly all better. At least you're able to get upstairs. I still want to see a picture of your dog. As big as he is, I'm sure he'll be happy for you to be able to walk him around. I'm excited about my door. Sometimes when I'm up here, see, I'm facing the door right now, so I have my TV up and over here, and then my door. Oh, what happened to you? Hold on. Gosh, I'm glad I looked up. Better? Let me tighten this. Maybe it's not tight. This really is a great camera system. You can, the holder and everything is great. Let's see if that lasts. Yeah, so the door, my door that into this room is right here. And then I have a door directly behind my chair. My TV is up and over here. So if I'm not videoing and looking straight down, I kind of look at the door. I feel a little disconnected from the house. You know, if my husband needs to get a hold of me or give me sign language or something, I just think a clear view door would be great. We'll see. If we ever get the basement finished and I move my craft room down there, if I do, I don't know that I will, then this room will be a bedroom, so it'll have to have curtains or something. We'll see. Right now it's a craft room, so we're going with that. Yep, very neutral. This was a use up scrap day. Well, I was really into layering this day. I usually do a big scrap buster right before I throw everything out. I can't keep it all. I don't want to keep it all. We've got summer here in Idaho. We've been in the 90s, and I think today's in the 80s. The mornings, y'all, we have the most beautiful weather in the summer. Honestly, you just can't beat Idaho's summer. We don't have a lot of the other bugs like they do down south, like, oh, I don't know, like chiggers and stuff. We have some horrible bugs like ticks and stuff in the spring, but then they leave as soon as it gets hot. And we really don't have mosquitoes unless you're by water, you know, by ponds or something. Then we do. But as a rule, it's just, you can hang out in the mornings. There's a little cool breeze, and it's just wonderful. I love it. We make up for it in the winter, though. Our winters can be brutal. They're not for the faint of heart. Depending on where you live, you may need heavy equipment to get to work. Susan, I haven't been over to your channel. Have you posted anything? I haven't gotten any notices. I better go over to your channel and see if I did the notification bell right. I had to go back to all the places that I've subbed because I wasn't getting notified of anything. And I realized that when you hit that bell, you have to slide your finger up and click all, or for whatever reason, you won't get notified. I didn't know that. And I went back and did that to all the channels that I've subbed. But if I don't get notification from somebody for a while, I usually try to go back and see if I did it right. Let's see, I don't see anything particularly salvageable that makes it so I can't just cut this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they'd be 4-inch tags. Let's just do 4 inches then. Okay, this is a random thought, but I really want a Frenchie. They are just the cutest, coolest, smartest, most personable little dogs, aren't they? Do any of you have a Frenchie? I do not want 3 dogs, though, so there's that. I have 2 already. Let's finish gluing this. Really disappointing when you go to all the time of gluing and money and mess of gluing something. I just pray that some of my earlier journals that I made and gave to friends aren't falling apart right now. I know there are a lot of people who use Oohoo, no problem. So I really do think that it's a combination of old Oohoo, because I wasn't really using it very much, and the heat of my room. The heat of my room. Yeah, the temperature in my room. And probably also that some of this junk journal, some of the junk journal stuff that I use to do stuff like this has a really slick cover to it, and I really need to start using gesso before I reuse it. Okay. Should we leave these as bases? I know there's a lot of makers who pre-make their tags, but what if you're making like a gypsy journal and you make it with something that doesn't go, you know? I don't know. I think I'm going to leave these as backs. Yeah, I think I'll leave these as backs. Okay. Done. Now, let's grab this other one. See, here's the ones with slick backs. Let's see what I've got. I'm looking in this little, I don't know what it's called. I need to go through it because it has a little bit of everything. I'm looking for my file. There it is. Yeah, Rachel just made some really, really cute labels and some numbers and okay. Shall we gesso? Let's do. This is clear. I don't care. Most of you know, some of you don't. I didn't used to. Gesso, especially clear, it just gives your paper, it prepares it for paint or glue or oxides or stamping or whatever. You can also color it. That's the hospital helicopter. We live really close to the hospital. So I'm going to try this before I glue some scraps on and see if it doesn't make a difference, because usually when I use these for collaging, if I use glue stick, which I normally do, well, I can't say that, which I have in the past, it just pops off. So, ooh, I can really feel the grit. Okay, while that's drying, I'll show you a little trick that I have done. I don't know, I don't think it's for everybody, but I've used it several times and it helps me organize my scraps. We'll put these up here. Is the camera still straight? Kinda. How's that? So I saw this, I didn't think this up, I saw it on YouTube. All right, so I have this huge basket over here, right? It's gigantic, it's like, I don't know, 12 by something. And all you do is decide 3 or 4 sizes. Itty bitty, medium, and throw away. And then you just stick to that, whatever that is for you. Medium, medium. Don't overthink it. Don't keep reinventing sizes. Like right now I have 3 sizes, right? I have large, medium, and throw away. That's not really a scrap. I'm going to call that large. That's not really a scrap. Some of these are from the book I made, and I had to have my desk for something, and I just scooped up everything that was on my desk, so it ended up that I had some stuff, fussy cuts and stuff in there that I didn't mean to toss in this basket. Like that. This right here, I didn't mean to toss that in the scrap basket. See? Then you put these in Ziplocs. You know, you get enough that, okay, that's garbage. You get enough that you feel like you've got, you know, some choices when you go to scrap something. And then you toss the rest. It's okay. It's all right to throw it out. Things like Edith Holden, I usually save most of my cutoffs. Because I love the paper, you know. I love the feel of it and everything, just like everybody else. See? There's no sense in making 6 piles because then you're just defeating the whole purpose. Just make 3, 4 piles at the most. Don't make 6. I still think we should do a scrap exchange. I think scraps from somebody else's craft room would be cool. Sometimes I toss out stuff just because I'm tired of the same pattern. I've used it in so many projects that I don't want to really see it anymore. It's still a neat pattern and I love the paper or something, but I don't want to keep using it. Okay, see? That's a lot of scraps. Now, these over here, those are not salvageable. I mean, these are, but these, yeah, I could save them, but I'm not going to. I saved them for a while, and I have a lot more. So, my room is getting so hot. I'm not sure why that's happening. We haven't been able to really figure that out. I have vents up here, and they work. Are these dry? Yes, they are. Let's do one of them. Should we dare? I'll give him another chance. Does feel a lot different with gesso. I think that's cardstock. Probably shouldn't have gone there. Yeah, I have. I volunteer at the free clinic here in town. I started that, and so I do that on Tuesdays. And other than that, I am what you call a free spirit. So I'm getting to where I understand people being so protective of their time. I'm pretty good at saying no, you know, if I don't want to do something. I just don't. My motto is I don't do anything I don't want to do. So if there's something that's hard for me or that I don't love, I try to make it my idea. That way you don't, it's not as laborious. So if there's something I have to do, I kind of make it my idea. So then I want to. So then I don't do anything I don't want to do. And that is becoming pretty exciting, being retired, I tell you. Be curious to see now if this gesso really makes a big difference. I think I'm going to let this sit and see if it's going to pop up before I do any more, because if it's going to pop up, I'm just going to use a brush with some Mod Podge. Yeah, I think I'm going to let this sit before I go to all the time and effort of doing that. I can kind of hear that sound that makes me think it's going to pop up. We'll see. Okay, I'm sure you guys don't want to see me sack up all these scraps, but that's what I'm going to do. I know it's a short video today, not much going on. Basically, I just wanted to show you this cool idea I have for a cover for this cookbook. Yeah, Tammy, you nailed it. What I was thinking of is the old photo books that you used to open, and it had black paper and you had the little corner. You put your photos in those little corner things that glued on. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I won't do any of that with this because it'll be a cookbook, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's basically what I wanted to show you guys. Tell me what you think. Pros, cons, pitfalls you can see. Let me know. Okay, thanks guys. Let's all take care of each other. Bye.